Well, hello, and today I'm going to teach you how to roast your own coffee. Now what you see are green coffee beans. Take a good look at those. They look different than a regular coffee bean. I picked those up at the Grape and Granary, and today we're going to be making a Sumatran mandling. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And we have about a half a pound here. First step, put it in a roasting pan, a nice flat layer, and turn your oven up to 500. After it reaches temperature, you're going to want to take it and go ahead and drop it into the oven. There you go. Now you got to wait for the first popping, or the first cracking it's called, kind of like popcorn. Okay, so now it is starting to crack. It's called the first crack, and it's almost like popcorn. You'll see it start to steam here, and it'll start to pop. And they'll actually start to pop. So you want to listen for those pops, and when it's done popping, you want to pop this out. Now the total roasting time on this is anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes, so keep that in mind. You can see it's still roasting and it's popping. You have smoke coming off it. That's totally natural. I'd recommend unplugging your fire alarm though, because it may go off, but this is the roasting process. You can hear that popping and clicking. That's totally natural. So now the popping has slowed down considerably, and if you get to the coffee to the way you want it roasted, you're going to want to go ahead and pull that out there if it is up to the standard you want. If not, let it roast for a few more minutes. Okay, now we've taken the coffee out of the oven, and it is roasted there. If you look, we got some dark beans popping out there. We've got a very interesting mixture of those. And what we're going to do is you want to cool these down as quickly as possible. So what I'm going to do is transfer these over a pan, like so. Take that pan, we're going to place this in some cold water. Now the cold water will take the heat away from the beans and suck the heat out to the cold water. Let that sit for about 15-20 minutes, or if you have a freezer, go ahead and throw them in the freezer until they cool down. Okay, so now the coffee's cooled down. I got it in a pan, and you're going to want to take these little shafts off, almost like a kernel that's on the outside of the bean. The easiest way I found is to do this and let it fly out. So the next stage I like to do is to take the beans that I've actually tossed up in the air and got a lot of the shaft off, and I want to put it into a nice colander here. Take that, and then just shake it up there in the colander, and that'll get the rest of those off. So, now that you've made your coffee, you ground your beans, make it however you like, to whatever strength you like, whether it's a coffee machine, an espresso machine, a French press, whatever it may be, just enjoy your cup of coffee, because this is going to be the best cup of coffee that you've ever had, and that's a guaranteed. You should roast your own green coffee beans and make your own coffee, which can be found at the Grape and Granary in Akron, Ohio.